My first solo camping retirement trip. So I decided to go to Skipsey Sands in Yorkshire, and just me and the dog went camping just for a couple of nights. Well, this certainly feels retired this morning by the beach at 8 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. And it just feels fabulous. Oh my gosh. Wind's direction, position the tent with the rear to the wind. So this is not a camping video, this is my first retirement trip video, but as I went camping I just think it's important to say why I went camping and give some details about the costs and some of the issues to do with the camping. So the camping equipment cost me about £400, and that was for everything. And I decided to do camping because while Bruce is still working, I don't want to eat into our retirement finances. So while Bruce is still working, my travel has got to be really low cost. And I used to enjoy camping as a younger adult and as a child, so that's why I decided that's what I was going to do. It's quite dog friendly. I want to get back close to nature, and I just thought it was something that I wanted to try solo on my own. It's also a bit of a change from Trusted House Sitter, which is another low-cost travel that I've been trying out. Well, this certainly feels retired this morning. We've just come for a walk by the beach at 8 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. And it just feels fabulous.
Sorry to interrupt this video, but after Keely went on a retirement camping venture, I got hit by a bit of a realisation. I really miss both her and Chase. She's been away in the past with going to see Lewis and dog sitting, but this time it felt different. Because she is pretty much retired, it did scare me that I would not be part of her travelling, which is a big part of her retirement plan. So, moving forward, we have decided that I'll give camping a go. We've booked a 3-day camp in the summer holidays. We have also sorted out the bed situation, as an airbed was one of the biggest reasons I did not want to camp. Sleeping is really important to me, and when we've done camping in the past, I've really struggled to get a good night's sleep. The reason I'm raising this and thought it was useful is that you need to be flexible in retirement. You make plans, which is great, but be aware you might need to adapt. You never know what new ventures might lead on to something worthwhile and amazing. Anyway, thank you for listening, and back to Keely.
One thing it's made me realise is it might be quite tough to carry on until December, because already this morning I've already thought, yeah, I'm not going to go into work this afternoon. This week I am just going to do a day and a half of work this week, and the rest of the week was spent by the sea. Gosh, is this what retirement can be like? I mean, come on, let's be honest, it's been massively helped by the fact that England's in a heat wave this week. So yesterday was 30 degrees. I don't know if you can tell, but I got a little bit burnt yesterday. Today, it's only like 18 degrees at the moment, but it's just beautiful. Freedom. Just freedom to do what you want. And if what you want is to walk by the sea with your puppy dog and go and have coffee and croissants, that's what you can do when you've retired. I feel a little bit like I wish I'd done it years ago, which is ridiculous because I'm only 56, so I couldn't do it years ago. But that's how it's making me feel this morning. I'm actually quite emotional about the fact that I am literally going to be free from that feeling of work. So when I actually get to work, I used to actually enjoy it. I still enjoy it. There are lessons I still enjoy, but I still get that feeling of, I've got to go to work. And I'm not going to have that. And that is pretty bloody amazing. It's actually, the feeling is a little bit like the view this morning. Pretty bloody amazing. Wowza. So I did some figures yesterday. So we've got a video about our figures. But if I just wanted to do this all the time, we would literally only spend what we spend now, because I've not, apart from my campsite fees, I've barely done anything. I've just been here. Please remember, if you're enjoying this video, or even if you're not, please help by liking and subscribing. Like and subscribe. If we just wanted to do what I've done these past few days, if we just wanted to maintain the life that we've got working, but with camping trips and very short, small holidays in the UK, we could do that on the income, on the money that we spend now. We could do that on the roughly 30,000 that we spend now. But the reason that we want the 40-45 is because I've got plans to go abroad a lot when we don't have puppy dogs, to go and spend months at a time in Portugal, in Greece, in America. So that's why we need the 40-45 really. But since I've been here in Skipsea on my very first retirement holiday, the campsite cost me £28. If you're being really pedantic, then the petrol's probably cost me about 15. I don't know. I would have spent similar going to work over the last few days. And I literally bought an ice cream yesterday for me and the dog for £9.50. And the rest of the time I've just eaten stuff that I would have had in the cupboard at home, and I've walked and I've sunbathed and I've chilled, and none of that's cost me a dime. Today I am planning to, on the way home, go to Market Weighton and have a coffee and a bit of cake. The plan is, once I've packed up all my tent, then I am going to have a drive to Market Weighton and have a little stopover. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's not a soul around. It's so peaceful. I mean, it's sad that there's all this coastal erosion, so people can't get to the beach. I'm not sure I'm going to make it on here. This was a road going from Ulm to Skipsea. And look, it's just disappeared. The whole road has disappeared. The coastal erosion down here is just sad. So you have to come into the farmer's field to get back to Skipsea Sands, and it makes you wonder how long it is going to be until these caravans are also in the sea. So the successes of the trip, yes, I definitely found it really, really successful. The fact that it was so relaxing, the fact that it was so cheap, the fact that I did really enjoy being back in touch with nature, being by the sea, being in the field. I found it relatively easy to set up and put away, especially as it was my first time. And one of the main things is that I did feel really safe on the campsite that I chose. And I did have a really, really nice time with the dog, just me and the dog. It was so nice and chilled the whole time. The negatives of going solo camping on my own, probably just travelling on my own at all with the dog. It's difficult to wash and toilet with the dog. I remember when I went on a train to Cornwall, and I had to ask somebody to watch the dog while I went to the toilet on the train. So travelling solo with the dog has its problems regardless of whether you're camping or not. I definitely sort out my sleeping. I haven't got my sleeping sorted yet, and obviously you need to get a good night's sleep in order to be able to travel safely, to drive and things. I don't want to drive exhausted. It can be a really scary thing to do initially, travel on your own. I think I'm one of the few people I know that has done solo camping on my own. I'm one of the few people I know that's really travelled on their own, unless they've had to, really, or it's been for work. But now I've done it, I definitely enjoy it, and I'll definitely do it again. And it's definitely a way forward for me. Anyway, that's it. That's Keely from Retirement Dreams to Reality. Thank you for watching my first solo retirement trip. Ginger basmati rice. Naturally sweet corn. And a tin of Prince's stewed steak. It might not look amazing, but it tastes very nice. Now you've got your own food. So after a nice night's sleep, I am just cooking my breakfast. So I'm just going to show you quickly what I'm doing. So I've got my electric hob and I'm just burning my bacon, as you can see. And this is my gas hob, and I'm making my dog a scrambled egg in the same bowl that I've just done my tomatoes in.